2014 Ford Explorer. Steering wheel is difficult to turn. Feels like the power steering is failing, although that's not the problem. Diagnosis: this U-joint right here on the end of the steering column that connects to the steering rack is seized up. Negative battery cable removed, left front tire removed, on a jack stand safely, ready to go. This is what your part should look like. U-joint on both ends and a cup in the middle with there's a boot in the car, and that's where it passes through the floorboard. I removed the steering wheel during this process, although I can tell you that you do not need to do that to complete the repair. Next is this trim piece here. When it comes off, it has plastic clips all the way around, and at the bottom, see the holes. Next is this metal plate right here. It's got a 10mm bolt here, 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 and here. And when you go to put this back together, you'll want to take note that there is an alignment pin here, and it slips in behind this plastic down here. And there's also a little hook up at the top here. Next step is to pull this Torx head bolt right here and take this universal joint apart. Don't worry if the steering wheel end turns after you take it apart. The shaft is keyed to this bolt and it'll only go back together one way. There is a little piece of plastic here that slips onto a metal clip that's on the boot. I don't know what the plastic piece is for. It has a barcode on it, so obviously it's super important. Slips onto that little metal clip right there. It's a customer's car. It's supposed to be in there. I'll put it back. Obviously, super important. Once the U-joint on the steering wheel side is undone, you've got this boot right here. 1, 2, 3 studs. I've already got the nuts off of it. And this boot is what protects the hole that the steering shaft goes through. Front left tire off of the vehicle. The bolt that we were looking for is right there. U-joint that comes out of the steering rack. Here's the old part out of the vehicle. This U-joint right here goes onto the steering rack, and it pivots freely this way but not this way, and that's what's causing the hard steering. So now we're just going to move this clamp and transplant this boot to the new part. It kind of looks like it's one piece, but this boot piece does come off separately, and if you get a hold of this clamp with some large pliers, it will slip off over the rest of the part so you can put it on the new one.